Now at 10, anti-ICE protests in downtown San Antonio happening tonight. Hundreds showed up to show their support for migrants whose paths to citizenship have been blocked by the federal government.
Also arriving in San Antonio, the National Guard. Troops, you see them right here, getting off buses ahead of tonight's big protests. The Texas governor ordering them to help keep the peace.
Meanwhile, out west, a sixth night of protests in Los Angeles. This is where it all started. Citizens and leaders calling for an end to federal immigration sweeps. Tonight, we have team coverage of the protests in the Alamo City and around the country.
Our Megan Reyna and Sue Kalberg have both been following the action downtown. Let's start with Megan, who's been on the ground with protesters tonight. And Megan, this was a peaceful protest.
Henry Easties, yes, peaceful, but also let me show you what we're seeing now. Lots of cars are honking, driving down Commerce Street. We're right outside City Hall. And in fact, in just the last 10 minutes, police opened up South Flores Street, which has been blocked off for the majority of this protest. Now, this protest was community led, meaning no organization was hosting it. But quickly, when it turned 7 o'clock, hundreds came out outside of City Hall. We heard from so many protesters tonight, but we also caught up with City Councilman Mark White, who was leaving City Hall. He didn't necessarily agree with their messaging, but many people out here felt inspired. And yes, what we saw was peaceful. Take a look.
I wish people would wake up. That you're stripping away people's rights, whether it's due process, is absolutely wrong.
We have to. We all have to get involved in something that is as wrong as this.
We know what we can stand for because we're not outnumbered. Again, we're out organized.
We will not put up with ICE! We will not put up with ICE!
Read your Bible. Yes. It says love your neighbor.
Yes.
Hug the foreigners. That's be loved. Be love and be kind to others.
The upside down American flags, the signs, anti-American signs. I think it's just very, very unfortunate. This is the greatest country the world has ever known.
And so in the last 30 minutes is really when we saw the last of the protesters outside City Hall disperse. We're told they may have relocated in a different part of downtown, but they're not here right now. And so far, like I've been mentioning, everything has been peaceful, at least here. Henry Easties.
And Megan, we're also curious, and we've been talking a lot about the law enforcement presence. Walk us through about the interaction that you've been seeing between authorities and these demonstrators that have been out there.
Well, Henry, really, police have been here to provide a sense of safety and also direct traffic. They've been blocking off streets so protesters are able to march. We saw several marches around San Fernando Cathedral back here to City Hall. We also saw some officers that were in some parking garages. But really, again, they're there for that sense of safety and security. There hasn't been much tension between those officers and those protesters from what we've seen tonight. And we have not seen any of those Texas National Guard soldiers here outside City Hall. But of course, we'll continue to follow the latest downtown as these protesters continue this their movement. We know they're going to be back out here Saturday night as well. Reporting live downtown, Megan Reyna, KENS 5.
Megan, thank you.